No, calling the RocCityNet. Calling the RocCityNet. This is N2IZX, your net control. My name is Lynn. I'm in Rochester, New York. Is there any emergency or priority traffic this evening? The RocCityNet is a directed net. Please do not transmit unless at the direction of net control. If you must secure, let me know when doing so. The RocCityNet meets on the WR2AHL repeater system every Sunday evening at this time. And the purpose of the net is to allow amateurs to pass information throughout the amateur community, items they wish to buy, sell, or trade, and to promote harmony and fellowship in the amateur radio hobby. My name is Lynn. I'm in Rochester, New York, actually in the town of Greece. When checking into the net, please give my call N2IZX. Let up on the mic, wait for the courtesy tone, make sure you're not doubling with anyone, and your call. And the word traffic, if you have any. List your traffic at that time. Well, actually, we will take stations who have the traffic when it's their turn. If you need to contact a particular station, say recheck or contact, and then we will make sure that you get in touch with your station in question. Do we have any mobile stations floating around this evening? Call N2IZX.
WR2AHL repeater.
WB2UAQ mobile, in and out. Good evening, Lynn and everybody.
Good evening, Peter. WB2UAQ, in and out. Have a good evening. Anyone else?
KC2LOO, in and out.
KC2LOO, good evening, in and out. Anyone else? Okay, no mobiles. LOO and Peter are in and out, so thank you both for stopping by. Now we'll take any check-ins, mobile or fixed, or portable. Call N2IZX.
N2IZX. N2ITN. Steve in Greece, just checking in for the numbers.
N2IZX.
N2TOX, in and out.
N2IZX. KD2NAN, in and out.
N2IZX. KA2CGB.
N2IZX. This is K2ZX, Joe in North Greece. Not in and out.
All right, let's hold it right there. We have K2ZX, K2ZGB, good evening. KB2NAN, in and out. N2TOX, in and out. And IDN also in and out. ITN, excuse me. So, we will start with K2ZGB. Good evening, since all the others prior to him are in and out.
Good evening, Lynn. It's Kilo Alpha 2, Charlie Golf Barella, Brian in Fairport. And just happy to be here. Happy to check in for this evening, see what's up. Don't have anything particular to share this evening other than I'm glad that we missed the heavy storms that have come through certain areas. Hopefully we'll get away without it. Really nasty stuff going on a little bit further south of us earlier today. So that's about it. Back to net control, KA2CGB.
Okay, before I let you go, how far south? Go ahead.
take a line from Canandaigua to Geneseo.
Oh, okay. Well, we had 3 tornadoes in western New York. That was enough for 1 week. Well, there you go. All right, ZX, good evening, Joe.
N2IZX, K2ZX, very good, Lynn. Good to hear you in there. Like a light bunch again tonight. What's going on there? But anyhow, yeah, that storm hit Canandaigua pretty good from what I understood. I was watching some updates on that, and there was hail and everything else. They were worried about tornadoes. I don't think they got any, but that's what I heard. What am I doing? What am I up to here? Just kind of relaxing here, and got a few days off this week, which is kind of nice. Just relax and get things done I need to get done. Haven't really played much radio. I've been busy with other stuff and working on outside and doing stuff in the garage and working on your antenna there, and that's pretty good. That's almost just about ready to go. And what else? I think that's about it. The breakfast is coming up this coming Saturday down at Peppermints in Avon. I hope to see everybody out there, and we skipped a month, so hopefully we'll have a good showing out there. Otherwise, I think that's about it for now, so I will hand it back to Net Control. N2IZX and the RocCityNet K2ZX.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I didn't do much today. Well, actually, I'm working on a Baldwin grand piano for a customer. Leveled its keys, straightened it out. They did a lousy job at the factory, but we'll get it. Couple more days, it goes back. And there you go. N2IZX.
WB2KAO traffic.
N2AWA.
WA2OFF, Keith and Gorham.
All right, let's hold it right there. There was a noisy station. I will need help with that. We got AA2WA. N2AW. Well, I botched up your call in any event for some reason. And we got WB2KAO with traffic. Go ahead, Tim. And it's N2AWA, excuse me. KAO, go ahead with your traffic, Tim.
WB2KAO, very good. Lynn, good evening to you. And the station checking in that you missed there was N2YLT, Yankee Lima Tango, and 2YLT, Tim in Plainville, New York, near Syracuse. Good evening to you. And I just came down here and turned up the volume as Joe was making his transmission. Joe, aren't you a week ahead of yourself on the breakfast there? Don't you normally have that the first Saturday of the month? This next Saturday would be the 29th, and you would normally have it on the first Saturday in August, which would be the 5th. So unless you've changed things there, I think you might be a week ahead of yourself there. Just a constructive comment on that. Just a quick reminder on the Triple RA and Barnard Hamfest on August 19th. It's also a Lighthouse weekend, and there will be a station set up that weekend at the Charlotte Lighthouse. Tim, WB2PAY, and Dave, W2DST, are spearheading that operation for Lighthouse weekend, which is the same weekend as the Barnard Hamfest. Saturday, August 19th for the Barnard Hamfest. So That's it. Back to net from WB2KAO.
Recheck.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I am off a week. August 5th, you guys. August 5th. Not this Saturday, the following. I got a question for the net, too. I'm heading out to the Buffalo Naval Harbor there, or the Naval Canal, whatever the heck they call it, where the boats are. The World War II ships. Sullivan, I guess, is out there in one of the bait fish submarine class. I heard there's a radio on one of them that you can use. Is that correct? I'm just wondering, or if that's something. I don't think they can, and I'm not sure. But I haven't been out there yet. But I'm going on Wednesday, so just wonder if anyone's ever been out there, and if that's the case. I highly doubt it, but I've heard talk about that before. Back to net control, K2ZX.
WR2AHL repeater.
Well, apparently no one has an answer, Joe.
Doesn't look like it, huh? Well, I'll find out when I get there. Back to you, Lynn.
W2JTF.
To me, N2YLT, no, N2AWA. Go ahead, Jeff.
There was another station in there, Lynn. You want to pick him up?
When N2YLT, wait a minute.
No, there was another one just now.
Oh, station go. Call, please.
Sorry, Lynn, W2JTF. I just wanted to tell Joe that I've been to the Sullivans a couple times, and I have heard they have a radio there. I guess they have a club that actually uses one of the Sullivan ships, or the Sullivan ship, I guess they call it. And they do have a ham radio there. Whether or not you can use it, I'm not sure. But yes, I have heard they have it, and it's a very cool place to visit. W2JTF. Back to you, Lynn.
All right, we'll acknowledge Jeff, W2JTF. Answer your question, Joe?
I kind of thought that's what that was about, but I don't. I'm still gonna. I want to check it out, but I just was wondering. That would be really cool if I could get on a radio inside one of them. I think it's in the sub, if I'm not mistaken. But anyhow, thanks, Jeff. Good to hear you in there, man. Back to net control. K2ZX.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Any other stations for the RocCityNet? Call in to IZX.
Case 200, still online.
Okay, LOO, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm watching NASCAR, and my God, these guys drive like crazy. Joe, be careful driving to Buffalo. I made those trips several times. Over to the net.
N2IZX. W2JTF, Jeff in Shiloh.
Okay, I got you down, Jeff. Thanks, LOO. Jeff, any words for the net tonight?
Who, me, or is there another Jeff in there, or this one?
Oh, hold on. Hold on, Jeff. No, there is another Jeff. JTF, go ahead, and then we'll get the other Jeff.
Oh, Lynn, I feel your pain, buddy. It gets a little confusing. Too many Jeffs, I think. Anyways, I just want to say I don't know if anybody has noticed, but I have a 991 for sale. I've had it up on the RocCityNet page. I have it up on the Western New York page and on Craigslist. And I lowered the price to $800, and it comes with the RT Systems programming kit, and the radio is like brand new, and also it's got all the firmware updates on it. So if anybody's looking for a nice little compact all-around radio, I got one for sale. And Joe, they have totally redone that whole area where the Sullivans are. I went there last year when they did it. They did an opening, and it's a beautiful spot. Downtown Buffalo did a really nice job with that area, so you're going to really enjoy it there. And the parking's pretty good too. So back to you, Lynn, W2JTF.
Very good. Thank you. All right, now we'll see what Jeff number 2, N2AWA, has to say. Good evening.
Yeah, hi, Lynn, and good evening to the net. Yeah, I had a long weekend, took Friday off, and Tim, WB2PAY, came out, and one of my ash tree that serves as the center point for my, there's a buck outside looking in the window. Serves as the center point for my 80-meter dipole. Has got the dreaded fatal ash borer, which if you Google it, it's a nasty-looking little critter, and the tree has to come down. So Tim brought over 4 4-foot sections of interconnecting pipe, olive drab. So it's up about the same height as it was before, about 16 feet. And so hopefully I'll check in to the, I guess the 80-meter portion of this thing on this net on Wednesday and see if the antenna is still working. Yeah, I was waiting for the net to come, and then I realized I had it on 14652, and that's why I was quiet. So, got a new battery today for this radio. Looking forward to some good years of service. The other one croaked. This is another lead acid. This one's got 33 amp hours, so the other one just wouldn't hold the charge anymore. So hopefully this will serve me good for a few years. Picked up the battery over at Batteries Plus on Jefferson Road, and I can say one thing: they certainly don't undercharge a man. In other news, I'm planning to go to Elmira, so I'll see some of you there. Anyway, back to that. Thanks, Lynn.
Okay, very good. You take care, and good to hear you, Jeff. YTF, good evening.
WB2KAO, recheck it. N2YLT, Yankee Lima Tango. His name is Tim, over.
Timmy, we double. Go ahead.
It's N2YLT, Tim in Plainville, Yankee Lima Tango.
Yeah, go ahead. I got a copy. I don't want to lose this signal here, guys. I'm on the station here. I just want to say hello and good evening, and have a good one.
Okay, very good. Thank you. N2YLT. I had it right, but the speed said it. I can't understand Y's and L's sometimes. All right, thank you. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Was there another station?
N2IZX. Please copy Kilo Delta 2, Charlie Tango Zulu, Don and Webster.
KD2CTC, good evening.
Good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the net. Just enjoyed the weather as such as it was this weekend. Got some stuff done, and wanted to say hello to you and everyone else on the net. Hope everyone has a good week ahead.
And I intend to have a good weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Anyone else?
N2IZX.
No traffic.
UA2OFF, Keith and Gorham.
Okay, Keith, what you call a little slower, please?
Whiskey Alpha 2, Oscar Foxtrot, Keith and Gorham.
Okay, go ahead, Keith.
I just wanted to say hello to everybody on the net. A little rough and tumbled weather down here this afternoon. Got about 2 inches of rain, a lot of wind, and a fair amount of flooding. And we came through it okay. Once the rain stopped, the flooding didn't last too long. I'll turn it back over to the net.
Okay, yeah, you checked in earlier, and I missed you. Very good. All right, have a good evening. There was another station in there under Keith. That station only, please.
N2IZX, it's N3DSP, Bill and Avon, no traffic.
Okay, we got Bill N3DSP, thank you. The other station you got stomped on again, try again, please. That station only.
Delta 2, November, Tango
Okay, I got KD2N, but I didn't get the rest of the call. Gonna need some help.
Relay. That's Joe, Kilo Delta 2, November, Tango, X-Ray, NTX. And Joe, you got real low audio. Virtually no audio, Joe, very low audio. Joe, and he's in Chilai or Gates or whatever there, Lynn.
Right, I know what you're talking about because I talked to him it was either here or your repeater yesterday. Was coming back from Kmart in Batavia. Talked to him all the way home. Joe, go ahead. See if we can get a little more audio out of there.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and everybody on the net. I don't really have any traffic, just checking in for the numbers. Back to you, Lynn, net control.
Okay, now that time you were much better. Yeah, I was wondering, gee, I talked to you all the way home yesterday on here, and when you first checked in, you were real noisy. Okay, very good, Joe. Have yourself a good evening. Always a pleasure chatting with you on the frequency, and have a good week. Any other stations, call now.
N2IZX, KD2EAQ, Bob, North Syracuse, no traffic, one for the count. Good evening. Back to net control.
Okay, KB2EAQ, good evening, Bob. You got a great signal. Have a good evening in Syracuse. Anyone else?
N2IZX. Kilo 2, Delta Victor, Mobile, Genesee County. Just checking in.
K2DV, thank you. KD2DV, excuse me. Okay, thank you for stopping by this evening. Anyone else?
N2IZX, please copy Kilo Charlie 2, Golf Tango Oscar, Paul and Webster.
Okay, how are things with GTO this evening?
Good, real good, Len. Just watching the end of the Brickyard and barbecuing some chicken. I did have a question for the Elmers on the net as far as severe weather. So today we had severe weather. We've had it a few other times. What's the best practice or protocol, right, if we've got a tornado coming through and use of the airwaves? Do you guys have any recommendations for that? Are we supposed to clear, monitor, get on? A lot of times, I mean, I hear just consistent rag chew through a storm, and I'm not sure what the policy is. You got any advice, Len or Joe, or I think I heard Tim in there. Any of you guys? Back over.
You know, I always thought that myself because sometimes people do chat all the way through. Timmy, maybe you can add something. I guess he stepped away. Can anyone add anything?
On occasion, Mike Rink activates Skywarn on this repeater. This is W30AB.
Very good, John. W30AB acknowledged that Joe's got my antenna fixed, so gonna be back up shortly. Do you have any words for the net tonight, John?
No, I just wanted to pass that on that we have on occasion had Skywarn activated, which I believe links us to a Buffalo repeater that then allows direct connection to the airport NOAA weather station that's in Buffalo. That all links through when he activates the Skywarn.
Yeah, I know they used to do it on, was it Attica or whatever years ago, or one of the repeaters up there. But I never heard it activated here, so that's why I didn't want to say much. Thanks, John. Have a good evening. Anyone else?
Recheck.
Oh.
KD2CDZ down here. I know that in the central New York area, the 00 repeater in Auburn, and all the ones that those are linked to when severe weather comes in, they activate Skywarn on that link system as well.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, we'll make this the final call for the Rock City Net stations with or without traffic. Call N2IZX.
N2IZX, KG2, DWS, Dennis Webster.
KG2DWS, good evening.
Good evening, Lynn and the group. Really nothing to pass on. Just put me in for the numbers, Lynn. Back to you.
Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Okay. We've had 20 check-ins so far. Let's see if we can get at least one more.
N2IZX, N2YFA.
There's my young, fine amateur. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn and everybody. I don't have much. This is Rich up in Greece, New York here. Just thought I'd chime in, give you a number this evening. It's been a decent weekend. Can't complain. A little on the muggy side, but that's Rochester. But at least we escaped some of them storms down south of us. But other than that, I got nothing. Just taking it easy, relaxing. And I'm going to catch that 8 o'clock ball game tonight. So back to you, Lynn. This is N2YFA, Rich, Rochester, New York.
Yeah, I tried to listen to the Yankees today, but God, the internet is so slow today here. I get a half inning out of the Yankee feed, then I go over, and then it drops out. Seattle feed, get a half inning out of that, and then back and forth. For a while, I turned the Wi-Fi off, and I was actually listening to a little bit more of the game, and then we had to eat, so. And it was acting funny yesterday. Other days, though, never drops out, so who knows what's going on. All right, anybody else for the net? Call N2IZX.
N2IZX. This is KD2IZQ, Mike and Lima, no traffic.
KD2ICQ, good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Anyone else this evening?
KD2ZX, this is Bob in Farmington, KD2GMX.
Okay, try again. Your audio is very low. Try again, please.
KD2IZX, this is Bob in Farmington, KD2GMX.
KD2GMX, good evening.
I have a question. I'm in New Hampshire. I was told you're just supposed to use 2 meters, portables, during weather outings.
Come again with that. I was putting in your call sign. Come again with that, please.
I was told that you should disconnect your radios, antennas, and just use your portables. Is that true?
Well, he was asking what people did, what usually happens. Well, I would, although I never have, but I got a ground system here. And I've never disconnected the 2-meter one. The antenna's on the roof, so I figure, well, if it hits the the roof of the house I'm going anyway, so I don't think it's it'll probably make much difference. But in any event, well, there is a steel plate up there, so in any event, that's the way that is. Any other, what else for the net? Call now.
N2IZX. This is KC2ZXX.
ZXX, good evening. Go ahead.
Nothing here much going on. This little weather has been passing through here up in Fairport, New York. A good friend stopped by for a little while. We've been having a good day. And I guess that's about all. Just called in for the numbers. Back to you, and a good net tonight.
Yeah, good turnout tonight. We got 24 stations. Thank you for stopping by. Do we have a 25th one?
N2IZX, this is KB2MSN portable, in and out for the number.
KD2ZX, this is KJ7AV.
Got KB2MSM, what was the last one?
Kilo Juliet 7 Alpha Victor, over.
Okay, KC7AV, good evening. Do you other stations who have words, come now. We'll make this the final call for the RocCityNet. Call N2IZX. All right, I want to thank all 27 stations. Let's see here. 26 stations, excuse me, who checked in tonight. And was a good net. And we'll close the net at 8:02 p.m. and return the WR2AHL repeater back to general amateur use. Have a good week, everyone.